Hey y'all, this is River City Sports coming at y'all with a new video. Before we get started, I do want to apologize for the poor lighting. It's just not good this time. Anyways, if y'all like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I want to know y'all's thoughts on my videos and on what else you want me to do. For this video, I am going to be doing a full first round mock draft, no trades. So yeah, let's see how it goes. With the first overall pick, the Cincinnati Bengals take Joe Burrow, quarterback LSU. No explanation here. Burrow may have said he does not want to be compared to Tom Brady, but he has the potential to end up being the next Tom Brady. He's got that potential. I'm not going to say he's Tom Brady right now, but he's got the potential. So coming in with the second overall pick, we have Chase Young going to the Washington Redskins. That defensive line will be very deadly with Young, Sweat, Daron Payne, and Jonathan. What's his name? The other Alabama guy, Jonathan. I can't think of his name right now. Anyways, that line will be very deadly. Moving on to the third overall pick. For this one, I have the Detroit Lions taking Isaiah Simmons, linebacker safety out of Clemson. This guy is probably the best linebacker prospect to come out of college since Khalil Mack a few years ago. This guy's got it all. He's got speed, he's got coverage skills, he's got the ability to blitz, he can stop the run, he's the total package. Coming in number 4, we have New York Giants, and I have them selecting offensive tackle Tristan Wirfs out of Iowa. This guy's an athletic freak for the position, and he will take over at the left tackle position, so Nate Solder can move to right tackle and improve the Giants' offensive line and help protect Daniel Jones. Coming in at number 5, we have the Miami Dolphins, and I do apologize if I butcher this guy's name, but it's a common pick. It's Alabama quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. I believe I said it right. Tua Tagovailoa. I think that's right. Going to the Miami Dolphins, like I said. Now, he'll be behind a terrible offensive line, but if you see further ahead in the video, I address that. Coming in at number 6, we have the Los Angeles Chargers, and with no Phillip Rivers, they have to find a replacement, and that replacement will be Oregon Duck Justin Herbert. Herbert's got the size, the athleticism, and the arm strength that NFL teams covet. Coming in at number 7, we have the Carolina Panthers, and they're excited to have this guy fall to them because my projection is that James Bradberry leaves in free agency. So instead of fixing the defensive line with Derek Brown, they go with Jeff Okudah, cornerback, Ohio State. This guy is probably the best cornerback prospect to come out of college since Jalen Ramsey in 2016. He's that good. Coming with a number 8 overall pick, we have the Arizona Cardinals, and they could go receiver here, but Derek Brown is sitting on the board, and the Cardinals need to fix the run defense, just like the team right behind them at number 9, my Jacksonville Jaguars. But Brown, not only can he stop the run, but he can also rush the passer from the inside, and that's exactly something that the Cardinals have been missing since they lost Calais Campbell to the Jaguars in free agency in 2017. So this would only help Cliff Kingsbury and his team. Coming in with the 9th pick, like I said, my Jacksonville Jaguars, with no Okudah, no Derek Brown, no Isaiah Simmons on the board. We gotta go offense. It's the best player available, and in my vision, that would be wide receiver Henry Ruggs III of Alabama. Yes, he wasn't the number 1 receiver at Alabama. That was Jeudy. But I see Jeudy as more of a slot guy at the next level. And the reason being is because Jeudy, the way he runs routes, it reminds me more of like a Danny Amendola or Julian Edelman. He's a finesse route runner. He has good speed, and he has good hands. But I just vision him more as a slot guy. Whereas Ruggs, I vision him playing multiple roles in a Jay Gruden offense. And that's what counts. And his speed is great, excellent. He's got very good hands, strong hands. And he's got good route running. Jeudy is the best route runner of the top 3. CeeDee Lamb has the best hands. And Ruggs has the best speed. But out of the 3 of them, I say Ruggs has the second best hands. And CeeDee Lamb is the second best route runner of the 3. So that's why I would classify them as 1A, 1B, and 1C in this class. I just personally prefer Ruggs in his style of play for my team. Coming in with a 10th overall pick, the Cleveland Browns, they are picking offensive tackle Andrew Thomas out of Georgia. Very, very solid tackle prospect. Probably the safest tackle prospect in this class. But also has a very high ceiling as well. Coming in with the 11th overall pick, we have the New York Jets, and they will be selecting an offensive tackle as well. And this one will be Mekhi Becton out of Louisville. Huge guy, massive, but freakish athleticism for his size. I can definitely see him playing either tackle or guard for the Jets, which would only help Sam Darnold, because Darnold needs all the help he can get on that offensive line and at the receiver position, especially since they're likely to lose Robbie Anderson in free agency. So they need all the help they can get. And I could have gone Jerry Jeudy or CeeDee Lamb here, but if you don't protect Darnold, how's he going to get the ball to those weapons? He's not going to be able to. So it'd be a waste of a draft pick because he wouldn't be able to get the ball to him. You get him the protection first, then you go get yourself the receiver. Coming in at number 12, we have the Oakland Raiders, and look who's on the board. It's CeeDee Lamb. Perfect fit in John Gruden's offense, especially if you have a quarterback like Derek Carr. If Carr is still there, then Lamb makes a lot of sense. He'll be more of an intermediate pass catcher, but he'll also be able to break several tackles. So he will get you big plays, just not deep passes like Ruggs will. But he's like a DeAndre Hopkins when it comes to making incredible catches. So Raiders fans, y'all were like that. Coming in with number 13, we've got the Indianapolis Colts. And I could have had them go in quarterback here, but I decided let's continue with the defense and give them Javon Kinlaw out of the University of South Carolina. This guy is like only... I don't know if I have a preference between him or Derek Brown. They're both so close to me. I don't see much of a difference in them. realistically, I think Brown might be the better player, but not that much better. I really think that both could have gone in the top 10. It's very possible that even the Jags could draft Kinlaw at number 9. That is a possibility. So with that being a possibility, then I believe that getting him at 13 could become a steal. So with the 14th pick for Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now it looks like they might not be keeping Jameis Winston. So with that being said, I believe it's very possible that they will take Jordan Love out of Utah State. He's got kind of a Patrick Mahomes kind of vibe to him, as some say. Some might consider him a poor man's Mahomes, but anyways, I'm not as high on Love as others are, but he did do a really good job at the combine, so I do have to give him that. As well as Herbert, he killed the combine. So those guys definitely helped their stock. I'm not as high on Love because of the inconsistencies in 2019. When you draft a quarterback in the first round, normally what you want to see from their college tape is you want to see improvement from year to year, and we didn't see that improvement from 2018 to 2019 with Love. Just didn't. Coming in with a number 15 overall pick for Denver Broncos, they traded with my Jags for A.J. Bouye, which is, in my opinion, a good trade for them. We were going to cut Bouye anyways, so a 4th round pick is fair, I believe. But I believe that if they put Bouye as a number two corner in their secondary, that he will thrive for them. I do believe that. If they put him at number 1 corner, he might be a bit of a disappointment. But at the number 2 corner, he will thrive, like he did when Jalen Ramsey was the number 1 corner here. Now, coming in at number 16, the Atlanta Falcons. I have them taking LSU pass rusher K'Lavon Chaisson. Had to think about how to pronounce that for a moment. He is a very explosive pass rusher, but I wouldn't say he is as good as, say, Yannick Ngakoue or some of those other guys. I just don't see the consistency, but I see the potential. This guy's got probably one of the highest ceilings besides Chase Young. He's probably got the 2nd highest ceiling as a pass rusher in this draft class. So I do think that if the Falcons use him properly, he could very well succeed in this league. Coming in with a 17th overall pick for Dallas Cowboys, I have them taking Alabama safety Xavier McKinney. McKinney would definitely help their secondary in Dallas, and I believe he can help play the run as well as the pass, which could definitely help propel them into the playoffs in 2020. Coming in at number 18 overall, the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins fans, y'all have been waiting for this pick because it definitely helps your new toy at quarterback in Tua, because I am adding his blindside protector from Alabama, Jedrick Wills Jr., to play right tackle for the Dolphins. Now, in a lot of schemes, left tackle is more important, but when you have a left-handed passer, when you have a left-handed passer, the right side becomes the blind side, and he was Tua's blindside protector at Alabama playing right tackle. I think this is the perfect fit for Wills. And that's why I had him falling down to Miami, because I do believe it is the perfect fit. Coming in at number 19, the Raiders with their 2nd first-round pick, I have them selecting a corner, because I had the Broncos taking Jerry Jeudy. I have the Falcons taking Chason. The Cowboys taking McKinney. The Dolphins taking a tackle. So now, for Raiders, I'm giving them another corner. And this corner will be Trevon Diggs out of Alabama. Yeah, 3 Alabama prospects. Back to back to back. Can't beat that. Very, very good. And he played receiver at one point, so he should have very good ball skills. This will be great news for Las Vegas Raiders fans. Coming up for 20th overall pick, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars up again. And for this pick, I have them taking another corner. This one in C.J. Henderson out of Florida. I wasn't as high on Henderson, but after the combine, he showed fluidity in his movement skills, and he showed his ability to run with just about any receiver in the league, let alone this draft. He could almost keep up with Henry Ruggs. So, running a 4.39 to Ruggs' 4.27. It's not much. That 4.27 looks really fast, but it's not that much faster than 4.39. It's only 0.12 seconds faster. So it's not that big of a deal. And with Ruggs being on the same team as Henderson, that won't be a problem. So coming with the 21st overall pick, we have the Philadelphia Eagles. And with news that they are heavily pursuing Byron Jones of the Cowboys, I am not going to mock a corner to them. Instead, I'm going to give them the 4th receiver off the board in LSU prospect Justin Jefferson. He reminds me a lot of former LSU receiver and current Jaguars receiver DJ Chark. Fast receiver who's a fast, tall receiver who can make those difficult catches and who can stretch a defense. That's what the Eagles need. They need someone who can stretch the defense. And Jefferson can do that. Coming in with the 22nd overall pick for Buffalo Bills, I have them taking the 5th receiver off the board, and this one will be T. Higgins out of Clemson. I like Higgins a lot as well. I think he can be a very, very good receiver in the NFL. Coming in at number 24, 23, my mistake. We have the New England Patriots. And for this one, I believe that they need more help on the offense. However, because of the fact that they need a replacement for Tom Brady, potentially, I am going to give them quarterback Jake Fromm out of University of Georgia. And the reason I chose Fromm over some other guys is because his skill set is so similar to Tom Brady's that he could pretty much be a plug-and-play type of guy in the Brady system and play at a very high level. That's the whole reason I picked Fromm here. Even though I have Eason as a higher grade than Fromm, I feel that Fromm fits the Patriots system much better. And with the Saints possibly needing a new quarterback, the Patriots should draft theirs first. Coming in with the 24th pick, the Saints, I have them selecting the 6th receiver off the board in TCU's Jalen Rigger. This dude is just about as fast as Henry Ruggs. He didn't run that fast of a 40, but he is going to be a star at the next level, and he is the 6th wide receiver off the board in the first round. Coming in with the 25th overall pick, I have the who is this? I'm trying to remember who this pick is, because I'm literally doing this off the top of my head. I did not write any of this down. I am going off the top of my head. So I hope y'all like that. But the the next team is sorry about that, y'all. Oh, the Minnesota Vikings. It occurred to me that I didn't get to them yet. So, yes, for the Minnesota Vikings, I am going to give them you know what? Let's give them Shane Lemoine, guard. This guy is a very, very good guard. I really think he can be a very solid offensive lineman and help. What's his name? You see how I don't follow every NFL team? I forget players' names. But the quarterback, what's his name? I'm going to kick myself for not remembering his name, because he is a big name guy. And Kirk Cousins, that's it, Kirk Cousins. He'll help protect Cousins and make the Vikings a much better team overall. Moving on to the Miami Dolphins with their third and final first-round pick. That will be Jonathan Taylor, running back out of Wisconsin. He's my personal favorite running back in the draft class. I think Taylor will end up having the best career out of all the running backs, even over DeAndre Swift. And Swift, I think highly of Swift, but Jonathan Taylor, his production in college, both as a runner and as a receiver, he led the college football running backs in receiving yards in 2019. He also led them in total touchdowns with 26 in 2019. He's just a playmaker, and the Dolphins would love to have that. Coming in with the 27th overall pick, we have the Seattle Seahawks. And for this pick, I am going to also give them a guard in Solomon Kindley out of Georgia. He's probably the second best guard in the draft, and I really think he can help the Seahawks get their running game going and protect Russell Wilson, which is a big, big need. Coming in at number 28, it's going to be the Baltimore Ravens. And I have the Ravens selecting Curtis Weaver. Pass rusher, Boise State. He can be inconsistent, but I think just like Chason, he's got a very, very high ceiling, and he could become the next Yannick Ngakoue, because Ngakoue wasn't highly thought of coming around in the draft, and all of a sudden, here he is, a great pass rusher. There will be the same thing with Curtis Weaver. Coming in with the 29th pick, we have the Tennessee Titans, who I think is going to be looking at adding a corner, and I have them selecting the next best corner on the board, and that, in my opinion, is that would be Utah's Jalen Johnson. Just a very smooth corner all around. Good corner. And I like the fit for the Titans as well. Coming in with the 30th overall pick, we have the Green Bay Packers, and I am going to give them the 7th wide receiver off the board. And this one will be yet another bigger target, and that will be what's his name? Jeez, I can't think of the guy's name, but I know he's a bigger receiver. Oh, Laviska Shenault. That's it, from Colorado. Very, very talented. His only problem is health. That's it. But if he can stay healthy, maybe Green Bay knows of a way to get him healthy and keep him healthy. With a 30th overall pick, it's a good shot. Coming with the 31st overall pick, the San Francisco 49ers. It's a miracle that he falls, but Grant Delpit, safety LSU. I'm not as high on Delpit, partially because of the tackling. That's the only thing. That's why I'm not high on him. But moving on to the last pick in this draft, it is the Kansas City Chiefs, and I have them selecting running back DeAndre Swift, University of Georgia. They just won the Super Bowl without a big name running back, but adding Swift at the tail end of the first round could prove to be a even bigger boost to the offense and make it even more deadly than it already is, even with Patrick Mahomes. This will conclude the draft for this video. Please give me y'all's thoughts. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank y'all. See y'all next time.